Welcome back. I'm back. You're back. Hey, we back. Welcome everyone to this episode on the Ultimate Sports TV. Guys, we have some major NFL news, guys. Jadaveon Clowney is signing with the Cleveland Browns on a one-year, $10 million deal. Jadaveon Clowney gets a pretty nice payday, and the Cleveland Browns get a pretty nice player to pair alongside Myles Garrett on this defensive line, guys. It is wild. I can't even fathom right now what Jadaveon Clowney and Myles Garrett will look like on the same defensive line, guys. It is going to be mind-boggling, and it is going to be insane, guys. I'm about to tell you why Clowney, Garrett, and the Browns will be unstoppable with the appearance of this signing. Now, guys, right after I remind you to subscribe to the Ultimate Sports TV, because if you are not subscribed, you're missing out on so much, because this is the hot spot. Get lots and lots of hot from the Ultimate Sports TV spot with NBA and NFL content. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and join the 2HTV squad. Then when you're done with that, please like this video for me, share this video and YouTube channel, then comment down below your thoughts on Clowney joining Myles Garrett, Baker Mayfield, Nick Chubb, Odell Beckham Jr., and the Cleveland Browns on a one-year, $10 million deal, all in the comment section below, guys. Also, before I get into this, wanted to remind you, go buy yourself some Ultimate Sports TV merch. We've got great designs, great prices on my website. If you want some, the link is in the description. Again, great designs. We even got my intro merch. Welcome back. I'm back. You're back. Hey, we back, guys. We got that merch. We got that intro saying on a t-shirt, guys. I have some really cool stuff on my merch website, guys. Go make sure you get yourself some Ultimate Sports TV merch. The link is in the description, and if you buy some and show proof of it in my community tab section, then you will get a shout out in my next video, and you will get a discount for your next purchase on the Ultimate Sports TV merch store, guys. But now let's get into Jadaveon Clowney signing with the Cleveland Browns. Now, everyone, like I said at the beginning of this video, I cannot even imagine right now Jadaveon Clowney and Myles Garrett on the same defensive line. These are two guys that are athletic freaks. They're fast. They're bull rushers that can just get past anyone. They're great run defenders. They both play with their heads on fire when pressuring the quarterback. Both of these guys get a lot of pressures, and although Jadaveon Clowney doesn't get too many sacks, he is a big pressures guy. He's just always needed that guy like Myles Garrett next to him to really hit home and help him hit home to get those sacks. To me, this is just really good fit. If you put Jadaveon Clowney on the Ravens or the Dolphins, I don't think it's as great as a reward as a signing. But when you put Jadaveon Clowney on the Browns, I think it maximizes what Jadaveon Clowney can do, and it also maximizes what the Browns can do. Because you look at this situation, you look at Jadaveon Clowney not really getting a lot of sacks. You look at him getting hurt almost all the time. Well, two of those problems are fixed, because next to Myles Garrett, you won't have to pick up double teams, and those double teams are things that Jadaveon Clowney really wears his body down with, and we know his durability is not the best part of his game. We also know he doesn't get a lot of sacks, but when you're next to a guy like Myles Garrett who takes double teams and triple teams, and most of the time Jadaveon Clowney could be getting single teams because you cannot double team both of them, he will get some more sacks because he's always needed that guy next to him to help him hit home and get some pressures. And Myles Garrett has also always needed that guy, although he is always succeeded versus double teams. He's always needed that guy to help him hit home. So for Jadaveon Clowney, the Browns, and Myles Garrett, it all just works out. Jadaveon Clowney is not going to get hurt as much, and he is going to get more sacks, as this is a one-year, $10 million prove-it deal for Jadaveon Clowney. I just like this fit for both sides. The Browns really maximize Jadaveon Clowney's potential, and all the concerns you had about him really kind of go away when you add Jadaveon Clowney to this Browns roster, and you add more talent on this roster. Your pass rush gets better with Myles Garrett, Jadaveon Clowney, Sheldon Richardson, Takk McKinley, Malik Jackson, Andrew Billings, Porter Gustin, and Jordan Elliott. They have a great defensive line right now, and it's going to be top 3 and at least top 7 in the league come this season. I just think it's a really good fit, because if you put this guy on the Ravens where there's no opposite rusher for him to really feed off of, or the Dolphins where there's no really good opposite rusher for him to feed off of, you're not gonna like the value of Jadaveon Clowney. But the Browns maximize Jadaveon Clowney's value, and it's a really good choice for Jadaveon Clowney and what to do with his career right now. Wow, just Jadaveon Clowney and Myles Garrett on the same defensive line. That really fits fix their pass rushing issues, knowing they weren't going to bring Olivier Vernon back. And this was a defense last year that was leaky. They did have cracks on their defense. It definitely was not a good defense. But just tell me, as the Andrew Berry, the Cleveland Browns GM, as Andrew Berry, how do you fix a whole defense in one offseason? You fix your secondary with Troy Hill and John Johnson, adding him to Ronnie Harrison, Denzel Ward, Grant Delpit, and Greedy Williams. How do you fix some linebacker core issues with re-signing Malcolm Smith and getting Anthony Walker, adding them to Jacob Phillips and Sione Takitaki, and then you create a mad pass rush with Jadaveon Clowney, Myles Garrett, Sheldon Richardson, and Malik Jackson? It is incredible how Andrew Berry has fixed this team in one offseason. We'll see how it translates on the field, but I can tell you, my prediction is it'll translate well. And now, with all this talent, we know what happened a couple years ago with the Browns. We know what happened when they accumulated a lot of talent. They didn't live up to the hype. There's going to be hype again this year. I don't think they're not going to live up to the hype this year. They are going to, because they have a competent coach now who tells you who you are, knows your identity, and won't get in over his head like Freddie Kitchens did. This year, this team will be able to handle talent, and I think they are now a legit Super Bowl contender with the changes they have made on defense. They're really just unstoppable pass rush now, and their offense that needed no improvements this offseason, with a Baker Mayfield that will improve next season in his second year in the system, also getting Odell Beckham Jr. back. This signing just puts into perspective how good the Browns will be next year and how the roster is just shaping out to really be one of the best teams in the AFC. Maybe I put them in front of the Buffalo Bills because they might have a better defense and do have a better run game, but I may put them behind them. But they're a top 3 contender right now in the AFC. They are one of those legit Super Bowl contenders going to next year, because this signing really puts it all into perspective. But you have to give it up for Andrew Berry right now, because he has fixed the defense and got playmakers in one offseason. I just don't know how you do it. But with Jadaveon Clowney and Myles Garrett on the same defensive line, you're going to be able to try and contain guys like Lamar Jackson. When you get interior pressure, which you can move Jadaveon Clowney inside, Lamar Jackson struggles with interior pressure. So when you're able to move in flexibility and really do everything you want with Jadaveon Clowney, that helps you in terms of stopping Lamar Jackson or Patrick Mahomes or Kyler Murray, who the Browns are going to play this year. They just really maximize their defense's potential, and they maximize Jadaveon Clowney's. But I'm also say the Browns have won free agency, signing Clowney, signing Troy Hill, signing John Johnson, signing Malik Jackson. They have done a great job this offseason, also signing Anthony Walker. They have fixed up their defense, and Andrew Berry has done a lot in one offseason with the money that they had. Look, guys, the Browns are about to go up. I got them winning the AFC North this year. I really like what I'm seeing this offseason from them. And although they have accumulated this talent, and there's going to be a lot of hype going to this season, they have a coach and they have a general manager that will keep them together. Not get too high, not get too low. Stay true to you and know how to win, and stay on the level where you can win. The Browns have the coaching to win, and they have the players to win right now. Where their roster ranks in the NFL, I would put them third behind Kansas City and Tampa Bay Buccaneers, guys. I really think the Browns have a top 3 roster in the NFL, and they have the coaching pieces to really put it all together. Everything is coming together for this team, and again, I can really not imagine Jadaveon Clowney and Myles Garrett on the same defensive line with complementary pieces in Takk McKinley, Malik Jackson, Sheldon Richardson, Andrew Billings, Porter Gustin, and Jordan Elliott. I cannot imagine what this defensive line and the pressure they get will be like this year, guys. That's what my opinion is on the Jadaveon Clowney to the Browns signing, a $10 million deal for 1 year, guys. I love this signing for the Browns. I think they're winning the AFC North. I think they have the third best roster in the NFL, guys. Tell me what you think of this Jadaveon Clowney to the Browns signing down in the comment section below, guys. I think it's a really great signing, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. Also, go get yourself some Ultimate Sports TV merch so you can get a shout out and a discount on your next purchase, guys. This is Malik Hicks, aka the Ranker of the Ultimate Sports TV, signing off. Peace out, and I'll see you in my next one.